Hey y'all, welcome to the first of many videos about taking notes for derivatives in Unit 4. So here's the deal. We've got this, where is it? We've got this template that I posted on the class and asynchronous notes folder of your Schoology page. You can download this template and take notes in the table. You can print it out and take notes, written it down. You can just draw this grid in your notebook. You can use a different organizational system. You don't have to use this grid, but the topics that I go over in these mini videos and in the template are the topics that I want you to take notes on, and that you'll turn in at the end of the unit as your portfolio. So let's fill out these notes. The first two things that we already know about from Unit 2, excuse me, the two things we know from Unit 2 about derivatives are the power rule and the derivatives of constant and linear functions, right, which is a special version of the power rule. And we're going to add a lot more to this unit. But let's start with this. The statement of the power rule is when y is equal to this, then the derivative is a times n times x to the power of n minus 1. We can give an example. We can say something like 10 to the 6th. Let me actually make this a smaller thing. Y equals 10 x to the power 6 minus 5 x to the power 4, whatever. Then we say the derivative is 60 x to the 5th minus 20 x cubed. And you can put your own example, one that makes sense to you, maybe ones that you find tricky from the previous homeworks or from any homeworks we have this time. And then notes to make this make sense to you. This is where you would write something like multiply constant and exponent, knock exponent down by 1, right? These are notes that make sense to me. You would put your own notes here, right? Anything that helps you like be able to look at this and know what's going on. For polynomials might be another note that you put. This part especially is choose your own adventure. Cool. And then the next notes we want are what's the derivative of a constant and a linear function? If we've got a constant, then the derivative is 0. If we've got a constant times x, then the derivative is just that constant. An example is if y equals 7x minus 13, then y prime is just 7. That's an example that makes sense to me. And then notes that make this make sense to you. Derivative of a number is always 0. That's the English sentence I have in my head when I'm thinking about these things. Cool. So those are the first notes we're taking. We're going to start there. We're going to add and add and add and add different rules and different examples. And then whenever we're doing math, so whenever you're in class or whenever you're working on the assignments, have these notes pulled up. If you have a printer or if you have a way to write them down, that's best, right? You want to have your notes like right to your right and you're working on your paper so you can check over and say like, what's the derivative of, oh, there we go. Like what does it mean to, oh, boom, right there, right? I really want you to use this as a reference. So write it down and have that memory help you. But specifically, we want to be looking at this, like physically looking at this while we're doing our work. All right, see y'all soon.